Hey guys, it's Leo Stargazer. I'm here today with our sign-specific weekly astrological tarot reading. This is for the week of September 10th through September 16th, 2023, and this reading is for Virgo. All right, Virgo. So, we're in your season. This is your time. And now, this week, this is also a time of forward momentum. We have a new moon in your sign on Thursday, and then the very next day, Mercury stations direct, also in Virgo. So this review process about identity and all of that, whatever that's been for you, that is going to start being able to be utilized, and we are going to move forward. This is another Virgo-centric week, and I'm really excited about that. We've been sitting in and dealing with these themes, your archetypes, for a while, and it's still Virgo season in all of its glory. And so this week, the last week of Mercury retrograde, we are really going to figure out how we can start using everything Virgo has taught us, everything Virgo is, everything we are. We can start using that to move forward. So I'm really excited. The spread that I've chosen today is a 3-card spread that's going to help us deal with success. So the success that we've had this season, or this during this retrograde. It's going to help us figure out the challenges we've had during Mercury's retrograde through Virgo, and then give us advice on what we can do now that Mercury is moving forward, or will start to move forward by the end of the week. So hopefully the spread can help us. So while I start my shuffle, I'm going to be thinking about the intention that I set for us this week, and that intention is move forward. So I'm keeping it simple, keeping it very straightforward, and I really want the intention, and I really want this spread to just tell us how we can go forward with Mercury through your sign. So I really hope that it does. Okay, so in the success position, so where you have had the most success in a season all about you, let's check it out. 7 of Cups, reversed. Okay. What was challenging for you? Even though it's your season, still could have had challenges. 8 of Swords, reversed. What advice can the tarot give us on how we can move forward with Mercury? The Ace of Swords. Good advice. Okay. Okay. I've been saying it for the last couple weeks. This is your time. This is your season. Mercury has been retrograding, but it's been in Virgo. So we're reviewing all things you. You've had success. And with the 7 of Cups reversed in success, it shows me you've had success at dealing with, first and foremost, choice so far. Mercury's retrograde gave you, or set up in front of you, a lot of choices. And the 7 reverse shows me that you chose. You chose one of those choices, whether you knew it or not. You definitely did. And before Mercury even stationed direct, you've already had success at learning Mercury's lessons, which are probably really clear to you, and you've chosen one. So if that sounds familiar to you, great. If it doesn't, definitely look at what choice you have in your world right now and make a choice. Choose one of those things before Mercury stations direct. You're going to need to in order to move forward correctly, because or the way you can do that, I think, if you haven't. And even if you have, you probably were challenged with the 8 of Swords reversed. And the way that that's a challenge is that you might have set up protective boundaries. Ones you probably felt were practical at the time. Ones you probably thought buffered you from having to deal with the messier stuff that Mercury retrograde in your sign usually brings. You probably set up some boundaries that you thought were really pragmatic that maybe just kept you trapped. It maybe kept you from making that choice. And may still be doing that. You have to overcome that. And the best way to do that, still with swords energy, is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords in advice couldn't be more clear. Everything you know about how smart you are, everything you know about how practical you are, everything you know about yourself, the essence of Virgo is what this whole season is about. Everything you know about that, and you own about that, and you've learned from this retrograde about, you need to use and trust fully. This card is calling for self-awareness. It's calling for self-trust. For you specifically, Virgo, this is calling for self-trust. Once Mercury stations direct, trust your smarts. Trust what you've chosen. Use that to check, engage, and judge the boundaries that you set up around yourself when Mercury was in retrograde, because it's time to break down the ones that you didn't need and strengthen the ones you did need and start moving forward. She can move forward. When she takes off her blindfold, she realizes that she's not trapped at all. She can move forward. You need to do that. You need to find out where your avenue is, and you need to take it, because if you do that, you can move forward with the rest of us, and we've all been on your time, so it's time for all of us to move forward. But you only can do that if you trust yourself fully. You specifically. Trust that you know, that you have learned what you needed to learn. You set up the boundaries you needed to set. You broke down the ones you didn't need. You were practical and pragmatic, and you are ready to go on the journey with what you've already chosen. If you haven't chosen, on that new moon, set the intention to choose. Choose a direction and take it. I'm proud of you. I'll see you next week.